NFL draft kicks off 2 weeks from tomorrow in Pittsburgh, round one, and the Athletics' Nick Baumgardner believes there will be a significant Big Ten flavor at the top. Fernando Mendoza almost certainly going to go first, and then Nick has 4 Ohio State players among the next 8 to come off the board, including 3 from that outstanding defense. Vega Wene. How did I screw that one up? And Kenyon Sadiq also seen at the top half as first-round picks. Let's start with Fernando Mendoza, though. You see him as a no-brainer at the top?
I do. I think, besides like an Andrew Luck or a Myles Garrett, those type of guys, it's always a gamble in the first round. There's a bit of a projection, but I feel very comfortable gambling that Fernando Mendoza is going to have a long and successful NFL career. And at this point, you use the word generational, and usually this time of year, what generational means is looks good throwing the ball in his underwear to other guys running routes on air. And Mendoza looked good at his pro day, don't get me wrong. But really what we saw was in the biggest moments last year, he played his best football against the top defenses. Like in gotta-have-it situations, Mendoza played his best football. But I think what makes him generational is it's his mind.
I agree.
I was with Clint Kubiak in Denver, and he was a young, up-and-coming coach, and immediately you could tell, like, this guy is going to have a long, successful career, just a bright offensive mind. We saw that in Seattle last year. So the combination of Kubiak's going to implement a system where if you make the right reads and make the right calls, the offense is going to move the football. Well, Mendoza's a guy that's going to master the offense. He's going to make those right reads. Then he has the arm talent to put the ball exactly where it needs to be. He's a leader that's going to be embraced by the locker room, absolutely. But then Tom Brady and the ownership group, I think the fact that you have Kirk Cousins, a veteran, to mentor him in the room, and I think their personalities gel pretty well, but the competitive drive of Tom Brady, Mendoza's got a little bit of that. That 4th and 5 run is a great example of competitive drive. When he got smoked by Caden Curry in the Big Ten championship, we thought, oh my gosh, this is game over. Runs back on the field. I just, as you go down, you check these boxes. He checks so many of these boxes. And he's also got the self-awareness to know, hey, where are my weak points? Where do I need to develop? He talked about how much he played from shotgun at Indiana. You're going to play much more under center in the NFL. So what's he been doing with his offseason? Playing under center, getting his footwork down. So it's going to be a work in progress. The Raiders have to shore up that offensive line, but man, they're getting a star in Fernando Mendoza.
I'll run through some of these Buckeyes. Reese,
stud,
athletic freak, right?
Freak.
I mean, that just and edge rusher. There's such a premium on that. What about Caleb Downs? It feels to me like you were talking about earlier, the chess piece component.
Yep.
And then just the way that he thinks the game.
Yes, and I mean, I think he's the best player in the draft, but positional value at safety, we've seen safety kind of go down a little bit. But what I'm curious about is what we've seen now in the NFL is, especially with Seattle, teams want to be able to defend the run from split safety defense. So not having a safety down in the box. So they want to be in a 2-high shell and still be able to defend the run. You need smart, intelligent, instinctual, and athletic players to be able to do that. That's exactly Caleb Downs. And I think he's got a leadership implement. Say it's the Bengals at the 10th pick. That defense is atrocious, and they are void of leadership. Caleb Downs is a guy that's going to come in, and one player can play 2 or 3 positions and bring you that leadership value. He's going to make a team really, really happy.
I think we'd be remiss if we didn't let you talk about at least one tight end. So let's talk about Sadiq real quick in the minute or so we have left.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I bet coordinators are fighting over the opportunity to get him. I mean, he's 4.39 40, faster than Vernon Davis, jumped out of the gym, tested out of the gym. We saw him line up all over the field. He's a much better blocker than people give him credit for, though. He's just so explosive, and particularly as a move tight end. He's going to make a lot of money, have a long NFL career.
He looks like one of those guys who was built in a lab.
His calves are like cinder blocks.
Yeah. Anyone else you want to touch on?
I think we'll save it for next week. How about we talk some Drew Aller next week on Monday?
Oh, that's it.
We need to get into. I'm real curious to talk about
coming
Drew
off
Aller.
the injury.
Yes.
Yeah. So next Monday.
Next Monday.
Back here. Be sure to watch
prospects.
next Monday. You watch every day. Why wouldn't you watch next Monday? See you then.